Today I was contacted by a subscriber off of Instagram. Had a short little conversation about his question was, if I were to travel for the best fragrance, where would I go? And he said that someone who was really big in the oil game suggested that he go to Egypt. Now, I don't know much about Egypt other than that I know there is fragrance presence there. But I do know for a fact that there are other countries. I do know for a fact that India, for example, is a supplier actually of raw materials to the United States fragrance manufacturers. And just in some of my conversations with people who are in the fragrance body oil business, I'm told that also Dubai is a destination for the raw materials for making the Attars, right? And that brings up another subject. What is the difference between an Attar and a perfume? So, when in the fragrance oil business, we loosely throw around, I sell perfume, right? It's other oil sellers know what we're talking about when we say perfume. When we say perfume, we're talking about the attar. The attar is basically it's basically fragrance oil. Okay. Some fragrance oils have essential oils. Some of them have more inexpensive alternatives of basically synthetic fragrance oils in them. Sometimes attars are a combination of both. So you will have an attar that it has a combination of pure essential oil in it, but also a blend of synthetic raw materials as well. So that is the difference. Whereas, let's say perfume, in the Western sense, we would be referring more to the fragrance that you see in the commercialized bottles, and they contain alcohol. So that is the difference. That is the difference between a perfume and an attar. But as far as where I would prefer to go, if I ever had to, or had a chance to travel for fragrance, my destinations would be at the top of my list. Would be Dubai. It would be Kuwait. It would be Saudi Arabia, and it would be India. I would probably start with India first, because as many of you probably know, many spices come out of India. Many herbs come out of India. They have great crops, a great environment, a growing environment for these kind of crops. In some other countries, I would probably say grow better crops of certain perfume or fragrance crops than other countries. So I have heard of situations where Saudi Arabia, some of their fragrances are actually manufactured by Germany. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and I think really a really good way to tell, or I guess better insights on knowing where raw materials come from as far as fragrance making goes. I would probably say do a search on essential oils, right? Do a search on essential oils. Yes, maybe a rose essential oil you could get it in most countries, right? Let's say most developed countries. However, it might be more cost efficient to get it from another country, right? Because maybe another country is a warmer climate, the roses grow bigger, the crops are a lot larger, the yield is better, the rainfall is better. So I would say that would probably be something that I would look at in determining, where most of the fragrance raw materials come from. There are certain countries that don't carry or don't grow certain raw materials, like for example, agar wood. Agar wood is something that you will see more in a tropical climate, like Thailand, India, where else? Borneo, right? Where else? Indonesia, like these kind of, also Vietnam. These kind of countries, they are more known for the agar wood, and so that's why you will see many Middle Eastern countries will actually, they actually get a lot of their agar wood from a lot of these East Asian countries, just because the growing conditions are more suitable for things like agar wood, right? So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Now, as far as like fragrance capitals, well, we're talking about places like New York, France, the Middle East. You know, a lot of these countries, I would probably say most of your developed countries are, really big with manufacturing fragrances. So I would personally love to visit a place where they still make, the attar, the old school style, the old school method, the old school ways, where they're distilling everything down like a regular essential oil, right? There are artisan crafters out there that actually do this. One of them, you can check out his YouTube channel, is Ensar Oud. He's one that I know that this guy actually travels to the place of the raw materials, and because his market is very niche, he focuses mostly on agar wood. Another one that I would probably throw out there would be Udamentary. These guys have been known to travel straight to the source of agar wood. So when it comes down to agar wood, yeah, those East Asian countries, those will probably be your best places, in my opinion. Or should I say, places that I've seen artisans actually travel to. So that's it for today, everybody. Check back again. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do like this video, give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I will see you soon. Take care.